Good morning, Scratch Kitchen. We are going to talk about meat processors. Actually, today's video is going to be modern day slaves, meat processors, because they basically are. Now, a few years ago, a company called, I'm probably not going to say this right, Shuanghui Group out of China bought Smithfield Farm, Smithfield Foods. I guess WH Group LTD sounds more American or British than Shuanghui Shuanghui Group. It sounds. I wouldn't think twice about seeing WH Group LTD on anything, because I would think either American or British. If I seen the other one, yeah, I would think, okay, this is probably China. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them owning Smithfield Foods, except all the pork that's owned and raised courtesy of Smithfield's Foods here in America is owned by China. That means when these meat gets processed, it goes straight to China. It doesn't stay here, it goes over there. Now you gotta think about which rules do they follow? The companies. Do they follow China's? Or do they follow America's? Well, obviously, they're following anybody's rules that save them money, because they got Meatpackers getting sick. Now, I have no doubt they are getting sick. I mean, I'm not going to doubt that at all. And one lady, she's 56 years old, passed away because she could not afford to miss a day of work. And we've seen over the last couple weeks, governors telling people, if you do not get back to work, you will not draw your unemployment benefits. Well, guess what? They're going to lose their benefits anyway once they get back to work. That's the way it goes. This is the kind of thing that Upton Sinclair wrote about in his book, Into the Jungle. He wrote at the meat packing houses in Chicago. They were absolutely filthy. They were dangerous. And they had kids working there. So our packing houses are filthy. They're dangerous. We just need to get kids working there now. I guess that's next. Now, what is going to happen in the fall when COVID-19 has been scheduled to make a comeback? Kind of like the, who the hell were they were? Oh, God. One of these, New Kids on the Block, yeah. New Kids on the Block made a comeback a couple years ago, trying, as far as I know. Well, COVID-19's comeback is supposed to be more successful than New Kids on the Block was. Can we really take another shutdown like we've had now? Now our unemployment is at 14.7%. That's over 50% of the people. During the Great Depression, it took 4 years to hit that level. We did it in a month and a half. Go America. No, we can't take another run like this. Whether China or America is running these processing plants, ones they need to be cleaned. People need to be spaced out more. As far as what does this show, well, we're already seeing meat being rationed, limited, whatever. It's the same process, different name, different spelling. We're already seeing that. We're already seeing beef ranchers being told to cull their herds. They're ready to go to market because there's nowhere to process them. We're already seeing vegetables. Well, we were seeing vegetables and stuff being tilled under. Well, now a lot of farmers are saying no, and they're giving stuff away to communities. Now, I'm talking about the farmers that provide for restaurants and schools, because they're the ones that aren't really getting much work right now. Now, I will say this. I seen an article last week. I wish I'd kept it, but I didn't. Wisconsin has passed laws to run the FDA regulations on food, which will allow farmers to charge whatever whatever a family can pay in return for food, for produce, milk. They're doing this with everything. And some say good for them. Why throw it away, waste it, let it rot in the fields when there's people that could use it right now? Now, okay. A few weeks ago, I made a sarcastic comment, that Americans would not riot until we run out of Mountain Dew or Oreo cookies, name brand Oreo cookies. Okay. When I said that, I did not figure in the cost, the ever-rising cost of meat and scarcity of meat. I went a couple days ago to Kroger, and they had very little beef. The beef roast I was going to get did not get put on the truck. And pork and 3 little pigs were not in the cooler, but they were supposed to be. So I had to go back today and see if I can get a couple roast, so I could can up and do a canning video for y'all. But these roasts were marked down below $10 per little, shoulder roast. This is something I did not figure into that comment. Yeah, it was just my sarcastic sense of humor. But I do think people will riot when they watch a child or children go hungry, when we have cattle that is ready to be harvested, but because of a bunch of politicians, it cannot be harvested in the proper way. I didn't figure that in. I didn't figure in the cost of what beef we can get is going to be, because they are bringing it in from Namibia, Africa. Why? We're also going to be getting fake meat slipped in to our diet, whether we like it or not. The product of origin of product laws are being overturned. So they can push whatever they want into our diet, and there's not a thing we can do about it, except don't buy it. Now is the time, I do believe, 1, to write, 2, to start going to your community-supported agriculture, if you can afford to. Don't skip your electric payment, but when you get your stimulus, go to a community-supported ranch and go through them. Don't bother with these big box stores. If you can, go through them. I know once I get mine, I got some things I need to pay down, and then I'm going to go to Cattleman's up in Taylor, Michigan. They are a locally owned store. They work with local farmers and ranchers, and that's it. This is the time to do this, because we don't know what the food policies in Africa are. Actually, I don't think they have any, to be honest. I think whatever you can grow and multiply and butcher up is what goes. This is a time to either do like Graham Elwood said, go vegetarian, or go to a community-supported rancher. I will see you guys tomorrow.